here at cryptids with a z.fandom.com is an article entitled Atmospheric Beasts. No author listed. And the anonymous author begins, Atmospheric beasts are the strangest of the flying monsters from ufology, cryptozoology, and astrobiology. According to eyewitness reports, these beings are apparently living creatures, but they break all the usual rules that the biologists apply to living organisms. They appear to be able to levitate without any need for wings, as well as their bodies are even depicted on a semi-solid, often partially invisible state. Atmospheric jellyfish, while generally thought to be UFOs, sky jellyfish could be atmospheric beasts of some sort. Sky serpents. Sky serpents are snakes or elongated serpentine dragons that appear to float or fly in the air. They typically move in an undulating fashion, as if they are sea serpents of the air. They are not the same as ordinary flying dragons. Certain sky serpent sightings resemble brine shrimp because of the thin nature and thin arms making it move or glide through the atmosphere. Because they manage to fly without wings, like most Asian dragons, they have the ability to fly. Many atmospheric beast sightings were originally classified as highly unusual UFO reports, in the sense of UFOs being defined as supposed alien spacecraft or machines of some sort, not in a technical sense being unidentified flying objects. Noted Bigfoot author Ivan T. Sanderson devoted an entire book to the theory that many UFOs are actually extremely low-density animals native to the clouds. One of the most famous atmospheric beasts is the Crawfordsville Monster, sighted in Indiana in 1891, which some researchers classify in the dragon class. One policeman described an encounter with this creature that supposedly happened while he was baking on a bicycle. The thing felt like a soft blanket and smelled like mildew. After it rubbed against him, it floated away. It was one of the most terrifying experiences he'd ever had. He was convinced that the thing was a living creature. In the Shetland Islands, atmospheric beasts are known as it, and are thought to be animals of the clouds. Just as the sea has its own life that is often hidden from view, it is thought that the clouds form a vast atmospheric sea far above us, and that it is merely an animal native to the clouds. Those who report being physically touched by atmospheric beasts often say they feel as if they are being licked by an enormous soft tongue. To see what you taste like? For those who believe, atmospheric beasts are very fragile and lightweight creatures who are either native to Earth or are aliens that came from elsewhere. If the latter view is taken, then the beasts are sometimes thought to have originated in the atmosphere of some other planet. But they can also be thought of as originating in interstellar gas clouds, so that they may be, in effect, aliens without a native planet, able to swim through space. Believers generally consider atmospheric beasts to be non-sapient, so that even if these creatures did originate somewhere other than Earth, they still don't count as sapient extraterrestrials. They're just animals. In various eyewitness accounts, atmospheric beasts can change their density, become smaller, harder masses that are sometimes metallic in color. Or they can become larger and cloud-like, even to the point of invisibility. In some reports, they may glow. Atmospheric beasts may roughly resemble whales, and are sometimes called air whales, or cloud beasts. Believers think that the atmospheric beast's normal habitat is high in the air, and they might die if they ever touch the ground. The beasts that resemble clouds may engage in behavior that is thought to be impossible for a real cloud, such as squirting a stream of horizontal water at people through lips, or being too far mobile and animate for witnesses to believe it was just a patch of fog. The more solid kinds of atmospheric beasts may have mouths, eyes, flippers, and other features. But these body parts are generally arranged and shaped in a fashion that looks utterly alien, more like an ocean invertebrate's body plan than any animal we are used to seeing on a daily basis. It is speculated that when the beasts die, they fall to earth as a gelatinous mass that may resemble green or purple or gray or iridescent jelly, also known as star jelly, of which there are numerous historical reports, that evaporates into nothing within minutes or hours, or at the longest a few days. This explains a type of anomalous event that puzzled scientists for some time before they decided powder sur did not exist. Powder sur is Welsh for rot from the stars. This phenomena is also known as gelatinous meteorites or star jelly, and reports of it come from around the world and deep into history, not just from Wales. Gelatinous meteorites are not always connected with the atmospheric beast theory. They are actually easier to find among collections of Forteana that include reports of many different odd things falling from the sky. The beasts or things that sound like them are minor characters in the folklore of many regions. They are often given local names. The English variety is often named boneless or shapeless, and resembles a small patch of living animate fog. But unlike fog, it can be felt as a semi-solid mass. Here at newanimal.org, we have an article entitled The Cryptid Zoo, Atmospheric Beasts. This is written by Jamie Hall. In the latter decades of the 20th century, the atmospheric beast theory had been almost forgotten. Serious investigators usually stayed away from it. But today, interest in atmospheric beasts has been growing, mainly because they now seem more plausible after the recent discovery of what might be a related cryptozoological animal, air rods. People have begun to comb through older reports of miscellaneous random unexplained stuff, a place where a few atmospheric beasts often lurk. And they have also re-examined some of the weirdest UFO reports, which sometimes sound a great deal like the witnesses are actually describing the sky beast. Since sky beast sightings are rare and the creatures don't have much prominence in folklore, it has happened that few authors were inspired by the concept, and so fiction involving sky beasts is also rare. Two of the most notable films are both Japanese. Dogora is about sky beasts that must consume carbon and threaten civilization, while Space Amoeba is about a sky beast native to Jupiter, which hitches a ride to Earth and then converts normal Earth animals into giant monsters. The American movie The Blob is sometimes cited as an atmospheric beast movie, though the connection there is iffy. The Blob is supposed to be loosely based on legends of star jelly, but in the film the presumed atmospheric beast does not die upon contact with the ground, but instead travels over land, growing and consuming. The television show Star Trek The Next Generation occasionally had things like atmospheric beasts that were native to outer space, instead of a particular planet's atmosphere.